Hello, good afternoon, guys. Today we got a Volkswagen Jetta 2007 model. The problem on this car here is very terrible idle. Now, I don't know if you're having this problem with any other car make and model, but for this one here, let me start it so you know how it's sounding. You can be able to know what I'm saying. So here we go. Go ahead and slot the key, ignition, wait for a while, and start. Can you see that? Okay, let me pop the hood open. Because either ways, if you're going to fix this, you're still going to pop the hood open. Okay, so with that, let me go ahead. Let's see what is wrong with this car that is acting up this way. Let me shut it down. So what I want to do here, there's a couple of things which I can actually think of right now. My head is spinning, trying to figure out exactly what could be the problem. But if you already have a scan tool, then it's going to be easy fine. But if you don't have a scan tool and you are having this kind of problem, then that's a deep shit, right? Because these days cars are full of electronics, and electronics controls almost everything. So the first thing which I'm looking at here is, suppose that this is not a non-electronic throttle, and I could actually start thinking of what could actually be the cause. But right now I can't guess out what the culprit is. I washed the engine a little bit yesterday, and now getting this here shows me there is something wrong. So let me go ahead, but I won't say that it's actually because of the water, because I know specifically where I pour the water into. It's not something that can actually create some sort of disruption. So let me go ahead and let's scan it and see what we're gonna find. So I'm gonna scan through here, and right on the port here, make that it plugged in. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the ignition on, and go ahead and connect this guy. Let's see if we can use this guy to find out what the problem is. Oh, I've picked the wrong one, so I'm gonna go back. Europe. So select BW. Automatic system selection. Okay, decoder the VIN. Go ahead and next it. We'll go over here. 2006 service. Technically speaking, 2007. Select it here. This camera is acting funny. Come on, funny guy. Give my audience some chance. By the way, if you're new to my channel, I forgot to say subscribe to my channel. Kindly subscribe to my channel. That's the way to say thank you for sharing this knowledge with you, because I'm gonna get this problem solved today, or we're gonna find out exactly what causes it. So go to diagnostics. I won't go to auto scan because it's gonna create more problem. You say it has a CAN fast scan. Okay, CAN fast scan is only for reference, which is subject to automatic scanning. CAN fast is sometimes different from automatic scanning, which is normal. So let me say, okay, let's see what that CAN fast scanning is going to show. If it's going to show us more problem. Okay, he says it's not supported, so no problem. You can go to control unit and okay, come on, focus. Now select. Come on, man. Okay, so select engine control module. Okay, so go ahead and read codes. See what we're gonna find right there. Here we go. Where is this guy? Okay, now let's analyze what we're finding here. I want to give you guys a good shot so you can take a look at it. Okay, you have U0 short circuit in the communication with the steering control module. That cannot be responsible for that problem. We have open circuit to the fan control module. That cannot be the problem. We have P0030 open circuit in the heater short circuit. Open circuit bank 1 sensor 1. I don't think that's gonna cause that problem, but it has a tendency. And we have O2 sensor circuit bank 1 sensor 1 malfunction. Wow, this oxygen sensor is very terrible compared to the one I replaced. So it means I'm gonna get this one off, and let me go ahead. It wrote it again. Fan supply, that is not the cause. So let's take go down. Okay, here we go. Now it has two guys there. Can you see the guy? Say intake air temperature sensor bank 1. That guy can cause a whole lot of problem, right? The number 2 is a manifold absolute pressure sensor open circuit, short circuit to the ground. But now in order to know which is which, I've got to clear all this error code, because sometimes it can be just a random code that is stored in the ECU mainframe that is creating problems. So let's go ahead and erase this fault code. I can okay, so you should turn off the engine and turn it back on. So let's go ahead and turn it off and turn it back on, and we hit yes. Yes. Okay, it's a code clear failure also. Let's still go again. I'm gonna do it again this time. Why does it fail? It's trying to communicate. Okay, let's say erase the code. I'm not gonna switch off the engine this time. Continue, yes. Successfully cleared. Okay, so let's go ahead and read it and start the car and see if this solves our problem. But even if it solves our problem, the code we found there on the intake temperature sensor, I'm going to explain it to you guys based on this very car make model VW perspective. It's going to be different from Honda perspective, but close to Toyota perspective, but it's not going to be the same with some other cars. So let me go ahead and let's read the code again and see which one is left. Okay, now we are left with fan control module, lost communication with the steering column. Yeah, fan control module, that's correct, and the steering column, that's correct. So let's go ahead and start the car again and see if it's gonna keep doing a surgeon idle. It's still doing it. And the worst part, when this is happening, you're gonna be losing a lot of throttle response, and there's gonna be increase in fuel consumption. So Now let me explain to you. Let me shut this guy down. Where is the air intake temperature sensor? I'm smelling gasoline right now, unburnt gasoline. Where is the air intake temperature sensor for this car here? Can any of you tell me where it is? Normally it should be within this line, but it's not there because this is VW. So for VW, okay, for VW and some other cars, there's a lot of things that's actually encapsulated inside the throttle body of the VW, but in this case here, for the air intake temperature sensor, intake air temperature sensor, I've also seen it in some other car make and model. Those are actually going to be incorporated with the MAP sensor or MAF sensor. The reason there is because the too tiny, the intake air temperature sensor is just a very tiny thermistor that actually measures the air intake temperature sensor. So in order to save some parts, they engineer it. Most companies engineer it and put it into one unit. Now if you're having this problem, it's also good that you use a cap cleaner to flush your throttle body, so any gunk that has been built up there should be cleared out. All right, so you know exactly what to focus on and do. And here I've replaced the MAP sensor, and this problem didn't get solved. So with that said, I also have a donor which I use here to replace, because the funny side here, this rough idle, this surging idle can also be caused by throttle body in some case, and some car make and model will not throw any code related to that. But if it is dead on VW, you're gonna see EPC light. So the next episode on this very video here, it's not just gonna be a scanning. I'm gonna be scanning and solving this problem. So tune in to the next episode of this surging idle with P0113, and I guarantee you we're gonna solve this problem together. So if you're having that problem, that video should be able to solve your problem. I don't want to incorporate it in this one here. I'm seeing EPC light on and some other light on here, but since having a poor throttle response, which is also in correspondence with a failed throttle body, so but I'm not gonna blame it on it. So I'm gonna see you on the next video, guys. To give this video a thumbs up and share, like for most of you who replaced the MAP sensor and it didn't solve the problem.